Hello, and welcome to our Aligning Life and Wealth series, where we're making money mean more by aligning it with aspects of life that matter most. We're interviewing what I like to call our life experts, from health, work, and leisure to home security. Their services have a great impact on the lives of many. I'm Michael Conway, President and CEO of Conway Wealth, and today I'm excited to introduce to you Kim De Rienzo, founder and CEO of Tailored Image Clothier. Kim, it's great to have you today. Okay, Kim, so let's jump right into the conversation. So, tell us, if you could, what inspired you to start Tailored Image, and how have you built trust over, I guess, probably 30 years
Yes,
in
yes. So
in clothing?
I've been in the men's custom clothing business for over 30 years. I
Yeah.
started in New York City working for another company for
Okay.
10 years. And then I decided to have a family late in life and working in New York City from 7 in the morning to 8 at night was no longer conducive.
That
So
wasn't fun.
no, well, it was fun, but then I had 4 babies in less than 3 years. So
Yeah.
I decided to stay home, and when I was home, I missed my work so much that I told my husband, "I'm gonna start my own company," and he's like, "What? How?" And that's how Tailored Image began. I was in the business for 10 years, and then I just created Tailored Image at home with my children and worked around their schedule.
Gotcha. Gotcha. Okay. So tell us what goes into your wardrobe analysis and custom tailored process to ensure a perfect fit and style.
Okay, so custom clothing, it's very unique. When I meet with a customer for the first time, I talk to them about what they've done in the past, what's important to them. Some people, it's fit. They can't find anything to fit them off the rack, and therefore they need custom clothing. Other gentlemen want the finest fabric in the world, and that's why they come to me, because I bring them fabrics from mills all over the world. So when I meet with someone for the first time, I take dozens of measurements. We talk about colors and styles and fabrics that I think would look good on them, and that's how I would move forward.
Gotcha. Gotcha. Let me input my personal story, if I could, with working with you. So I think my personal style, my wife would say my personal style is hillbilly.
Nice.
So, so, so when I met you years ago, and we talked recently, but probably 10 years ago, you outfitted me with pants, shirts, blazers, just really high quality stuff. And I don't know a fabric from one fabric from another, what looks good, what doesn't look good. So I would say my experience getting really high quality clothes that have literally lasted a decade. Now I need to I need to we need to meet again, um, and we're working on that. But yeah, it was a great experience for me because um, I don't know how to think about the thing, right?
Mhm.
As a like, do I go, is Bloomingdale's even a business? Anybody? I don't know. Like,
Right.
where do you go to get a decent suit or suits? I don't know. Do we need suits anymore? I guess for certain things, but blazers and whatever you need in your on your in your closet.
Right.
So
Well, yes, like yourself, the majority of my customers truly don't go to the mall. And when
right.
you do go to the mall, you're finding clothing that fits the masses. So there is a blue pinstripe suit in every size, and you're hoping that with a little bit of alteration, it'll fit you.
Yeah.
The beauty about custom clothing is you can have a variety of different fabrics right on your kitchen table. That's what makes me different. I work with my customers in the convenience of their home or
Sure.
office.
Sure.
So convenience is key for my customers. I mean, they travel the world running companies. They don't have time to shop.
Yeah.
So that's one thing I feel, that really sets Tailored Image apart is the convenience, the variety of fabrics for people to choose from, because there
Sure.
really is nothing in the mall.
Yeah. I wouldn't even know what I don't know when the last time I went to a mall or what I would get there, but I'm not sure what that experience is still like. So we were talking before we got started about a favorite client story, and you
Yeah.
shared with me something. If you could share with our audience, it's kind of cool.
Oh, yeah, it's just so funny. I do pride myself in customer service. My clients, I appreciate and I'm so grateful that they trust me to work with me when they can really jump on a plane in the morning and go to Milan if they felt like it.
Right,
So,
right.
taking care of my customers and going above and beyond is important to me. One of my customers needed his suit at a certain time on a certain day, and I had to make it happen. And I come to his house, like it's raining. I have the suit in hand. I knock at the door. He opens the door with this big smile, and he says to me, "Kim, you're better than Amazon." And
There
we
you go.
just laughed, and I thought that was the highest compliment, and it just made me feel good that, he realized that I was going above and beyond.
Sure,
So that made me
sure.
feel great. That was
Well,
funny.
it's such a relief to be able to get a service like this for busy executives, people that their time is limited, right? Their free time is limited, and then to spend an all day Saturday shopping or whatever is not something that,
And then
mo
they come home with socks when
yeah,
they need a suit and 2 jackets.
right. They come home with, a belt and socks, and that's not gonna get them very far. So back to my comment about me being a hillbilly. So most of the time I'm in a ripped t-shirt and a ball cap here on my farm. But how do you help clients define their personal style, especially if you're not sure where to start? So for someone like me, how do you I don't like flashy stuff,
Mhm.
bold patterns and create. So how do you help someone kind of narrow?
Yeah. First, we definitely talk about their lifestyle. You know, when you're working, who are the people that you're meeting with? What do you do on the weekends?
Mhm.
Once I get a little bit of an idea of who they're working with and the people that they're speaking with, then we can kind of tailor a wardrobe. There's nothing casual about business, I tell my clients. So if you're meeting and you're with people that you need to close a deal with, you really don't want to walk in with your jeans and a
Oh yeah.
wrinkled shirt.
Yeah, yeah.
So I try to help them realize that no matter where you are, whether you're in the office or doing something on the weekend, you need to look polished. So
Yeah.
I'll make recommendations again on colors and styles that I think would enhance their appearance, not change their style,
Hmm.
but just have them level up a little bit. And some, people say, they don't do it because they don't know how.
Sure. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I what you begin and what goes with what? I
Hmm.
remember even back when you and I worked together, you helped me with no, 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 and you sent me pictures
Hmm.
that of what goes with what. So when I got dressed, I
Right.
would take those pictures. That's oh yeah, no, that's not the right. And this goes with this, and so because otherwise it's like, wait, does this pattern go with this pattern? I have no idea. Right.
Well,
So
yeah. And as I work with my customers, I go into their wardrobes and I maintain their existing wardrobe as well. So when they
okay,
walk into their closet, everything's organized and everything fits. So they're not wondering what goes with what. Their shirts are in one section, their jackets are in another section, their suits are in another section. And that feels good and it takes so much pressure off, but it's just getting started.
yeah.
Once we get started, it packing for a business trip, going out with your wife for dinner, going away for the weekend becomes so much easier because everything's there.
I forget if it was it might have been Albert Einstein who had in his closet all black.
Mhm.
The
That's
like
easy.
several of the same thing. He's like, "I don't wanna think about just
Mhm.
what" so, not that you would have all black, but having a wardrobe that is it's all set is pretty comforting to know you can go to the closet and you're good and you don't have to spend an hour and a half trying to figure
Right.
it out. Um, anything, else you wanna cover? Anything else we should cover about your in-home and office visits, uh, to make the process more convenient?
Just basically that I do maintain their existing wardrobe as well. So, um, when I meet with someone for the first time, yes, we can purchase all beautiful new clothing, but once I get in there, maybe you're wearing a sport coat that you haven't worn before because the sleeves are too long.
Mm,
Or maybe it's just out of style and needs to be moved out. So the in-home service is, just an added bonus. I don't charge extra to clean out closets. If your closet isn't clean and organized, I can't service you to the top level because I don't know what's in there.
sure.
So that's part of my service that is complimentary when people, have me design their clothes.
Gotcha, gotcha. Yeah, my closet certainly needs a
But I need to get in
facelift.
there.
Yeah, from an organization standpoint, I'm always getting yelled at for my messy closet.
Mhm.
Okay, talk about fabric selection. Why is what you do unique, and why does it matter? I I'm sure
Uh,
from your standpoint it does,
oh,
but what
sure.
yeah.
Selection is extensive. I have fabrics for gentlemen that say, Kim, I don't need the most luxurious fabric. I just need it to fit. I can't find
Mhm,
anything that fits. And I'll show them, beautiful, high quality fabrics from mills, from Italy. Then I'll have another client that says, Kim, I want what nobody has
oh boy,
that
okay,
you can't find in Brioni, that you can't find in the high end Neiman Marcus. And then I'll call on mills to send me some specialty pieces.
sure,
So I work with gentlemen who want what nobody has. I work with gentlemen that the highest quality fabric isn't the most important thing, but I need to look good because I can't fit into anything.
sure,
Well, I have a, a wide variety of customers. All I would say though, C-suite level
sure,
executive.
sure. Yeah, and I guess that's interesting, right? Who's 6'4" and skinny, who's 5'10" and round, and
Mhm.
right, all the different body types, and
Mhm.
yeah, how to make someone look good in whatever might fit their body type. So
And then, of course, when I meet with them, I take dozens of measurements to ensure a perfect fit.
okay,
Everything. And I'll never leave a garment with someone who doesn't love it. The last thing I want you to do is go into your closet and say, "Oh, I can't believe I invested in this. If
sure,
I don't love the way it looks on you, and you don't feel great in it,
yeah,
it's not staying."
I
And I've been
gotcha.
doing this for over 30 years, and that doesn't have I'm not perfect, but it doesn't happen often. But, I'll never leave a customer with something that just doesn't make them feel great.
Good. I got we have a wedding coming up, and it's a black tie affair,
Mhm.
and I've used the same tux. I have a tux, but I don't know, could be 15, it could be 20 years old. I don't even know how old it is because I yeah, heaven forbid, right? So, do you do, uh, custom tuxes and
Course,
yeah,
of
yeah,
course, of course.
okay,
And when you think about a tuxedo, Michael, you think about a tuxedo, when people are asked to wear black tie or a tuxedo, you should look your best. This is
sure,
a high level event. This is a gala, a wedding, and people are renting clothing or wearing clothing that's 15 years old when you should really look your best. So,
yeah,
yes, I do custom tuxedos. And today, that tuxedo, the lapels are probably very, very wide and the jacket's very long
yeah,
and the
yeah.
points of your jacket is very far apart.
Okay,
So
I go to the wedding in a week. Can you help me? No, I'm kidding.
well, you
Uh,
know what I can do? A week we could see, but like I said, I do maintain my customers', existing wardrobe. So if it needs to be altered just to make it look better, I have the
well,
finest
I think to
tailors to
your
do
point, it probably needs a remake. You need to give me a little card that I can show people that the style that I'm wearing is still in,
it.
even though it's not. All right, let's see. All right, we talked about that one. Um, how do you ensure consistency and quality when creating the garments? Like when you're dealing with all these different fabrics, how do you make sure the consistency is up here when you do each of these pieces?
Okay, well, each piece is designed individually. So,
Yeah.
how the whole process works is I order fabrics. I get samples of fabrics from the mills. I
Okay.
bring those samples to my customer. We pick out what we want for my suits, for my sport coats, for my shirts. I have the garments made and then I bring it back. So, in the process of the manufacturing, every fabric is sourced. Every fabric is gone through. That there are no defects in anything. And I use fabrics from some of the highest, finest mills, like Loro Piana and Xenia, Holland and Sherry. So there's some of those higher end mills that people know the name of. And then I have beautiful boutique mills in Italy that I use. So
Okay.
everything is inspected before it's sent out.
Gotcha. All righty. So we'll wrap with this one. This has been great and giving our viewers a line of sight into what you do and how you do it and how you customize things. But what advice would you give to someone looking to invest in their first custom tailored suit or their first anchor piece, if you will?
Okay. I think it's all about comfort and your personality. If you're going to invest in a high quality suit, it doesn't have to be flashy. It doesn't have to be super, super expensive. It has to fit well and has to make you feel good. So based on someone's budget, their lifestyle, their job, I would make a recommendation on what would work best for them. Take dozens of measurements and then deliver it 6 to 8 weeks later.
There you go. There you go. And I would say from personal experience with you that you do feel, you feel pretty darn good. You feel terrible when you put on a piece that that you don't look, it's too long, the cuffs are too all you're self-conscious the entire event or presentation or what. But the opposite is when I worked with you, you put on that blazer and that crisp shirt, you do feel good walking into a meeting, right? You've got your mojo, and you feel much more confident in something that is not hanging all over you or too tight, or you can't button it or
Right.
whatever. So
Absolutely.
that's a
Absolutely.
big deal.
Yeah, I think it's all about the experience,
Yeah.
and most importantly, how people feel. Once I
Yes.
put that jacket on them, when I see them go, "This feels good," I said, "You can make a whole lot of money in that jacket."
Yeah. That's great.
Just to
That's
feel
great.
good, and that's important, and that's what makes me feel great when I deliver it and I see their reaction on how they feel.
That's perfect. That's perfect. All right, Kim. Well, thank you very much for being
Thank you.
here, and hope to talk soon.
Thank you so much.
All right. Thank you for joining the Aligning Life and Wealth series, and for the impact you're creating by allowing people to best align their life and wealth through custom-made clothing. You can find this video along with the rest of our Aligning Life and Wealth series on our YouTube, LinkedIn, X, and Facebook.